Hello and welcome to the podcast, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Hi, Wendy.
Hey, Myra, how you doing?
I've had so much fun catching up with you before we
Yeah.
hit the record button.
Yes, I know. It's just like tick, 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 talk, 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 talk.
I
It's
know, I
been
know.
too long. Too much has
It
gone
has.
on. Too much going on.
Yes, but we are very excited to be here with you. We have a whole new set of questions coming, but what's new and exciting in Wendy's world?
Whew. Um, you know, in the classes I'm teaching, I'm just always surprised and kind of blown away about what Metatron's bringing through. This coming Friday, we're having an evening with Metatron. It's a free event for people who would like to come and chat with him and hear what he's going to be talking about this week. But I've just been inundated with people that are struggling. And so the work over the past couple of months is really been that is to help people, find their sovereignty. So that's exciting and
Yeah.
and and it's deep work. It feels like it's the time for deep work right now. Have you noticed that?
Oh, absolutely. Some people come in just curious. I just kind of want to know who I've been, where I've been, not really knowing that, yeah, get ready because your higher self always knows what to show you to
Right.
help you, and it's going to pull up something, whether it's a fear or a pattern that has been, sort of pecking at you for a long time to
Yeah.
reveal where it's coming from, because generally it does, a lot of it comes from a past life.
Yep. Yeah.
And so a lot of healing, a lot of healing in sessions.
So imagine that, but having my Metatron push you further out past what you would normally be remembering as past lives, because there's a place where we start to bump up against,
Hmm.
past lives and then what Metatron calls past lives. And
Oh, yeah.
he's been kind of like pushing everybody into that direction because we have lineage and ancestry, past what we're currently remembering. So it's
Hmm.
been fascinating. It's been fascinating and
That
and,
is fascinating.
and challenging because it sometimes I feel like I'm like, when you're walking in new territory, you have to really trust. And luckily I've got the big guy to trust, right?
Yes, yes. We all do. I want to remind people that if you feel encouraged, go back and listen to some of the older segments that we've recorded because there's always little nuggets of information there that, you're going to forget. You're going to forget that the question was asked, and it's always good. It's almost like hearing it all over again with fresh ears. So,
It hits different every time we listen to it.
hmm.
Because, when it was first spoken, you could receive at a certain level. Today, you'll receive at a different level because you've evolved, right? So,
Yes. Yes, true, true.
yeah.
That's wonderful. All right. Well, let's bring him in. I am
All right.
ready.
I'm gonna take a quick sip, pardon me. Like I say, it's very hot and very humid. So enjoy.
Thank you.
All right. Good day to you.
Good day.
Good to see you.
Good to hear you and
Ah,
feel your energy around me. I feel like I'm receiving a warm hug from you.
good, 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 good. We'll send as many as you need.
We've got some good questions for you, but I know Wendy and I were talking before we started the podcast about the energy of, what's going on out there right now energetically, and businesses are also hurting. What do you have to say about that?
Hmm. So, distraction. everyone is very, very distracted. And so when you're distracted, your energy, your awareness is pointed in the direction that you're pointed in. And
Mhm.
sometimes people are not able to ground their intentions.
Mhm.
And when it comes to your business and creating and expanding your businesses, all of those beautiful things that you were speaking of are important, right? Uh, Clearing your business, but making sure that you are grounding it as well.
Mm.
And many people right now are there, and it's not stuck, they're not stuck, but they're
Mhm.
in a paradigm or a way that they've done things forever, and so they just continue to do things like they've done it
Mhm.
forever.
Mhm.
And the new energies that are stepping forward are really energies of releasing what isn't serving you anymore, and that includes in your businesses, right? And then opening up to receive. And
Mm.
many people, even the beautiful light workers, forget to receive. They're so uh, focused on helping other people and giving that they are not in the space of being able to receive all of the bounty and the benefits
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
spirit has for them, right? So
Mhm.
these are just a couple of things to remember, right?
Mhm.
Be open to change as you are, Myra. You are open to change.
Mhm.
Most
Yes.
most people are afraid to change or
Mhm.
resistant to change, and so they will see what we call kind of a down tick or a down turning in their numbers, so to speak. Doesn't mean that what they have to offer isn't brilliant, but they're not receiving, right?
Yeah.
Not receiving. So
Mhm.
anyway,
So if you wanted to ground your business, how would you go
mhm,
about doing that?
okay. Well, you would one of the ways to ground your business is to create a mission statement, right?
Mhm.
And you create a ceremony for your mission statement and merge your mission statement with your business, because as you know, your business is a consciousness, an
Yep.
entity in and of itself. So you merge those two things together, right? And
Mhm.
then you anchor it. And we encourage people to imagine that they're not only anchoring it into Gaia, but also anchoring it into source. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm. Beautiful.
Yeah. Can be
Yeah.
as simple or elaborate as you would like.
Okay. That's great. I'm sure that
Yeah.
will help some people.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Don't give up,
Mhm.
right? Don't give up. Be open to having your egg cracked a little bit.
Yes, yes.
It can be a good thing, and don't hesitate to reach out and talk about this to others that might be going through the same thing, and brainstorming and supporting each other. This
Mhm.
is a really brilliant time to merge practices or merge, you know, what you do with someone else, and work in co-creation and
Yes.
tandem, right?
Mhm.
It takes, for those of you who are under a lot of stress and pressure trying to pull your business along, that kind of lightens the load in a way when it is a shared load, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Right. Everybody is needed. And
Aw.
please don't think that just because your business is not where you would like it to be, that you're not needed or that you're failing. It's just going to be a matter of shifting the dynamics, shifting the frequencies,
Mhm.
shifting your mission statement, sometimes you have to look at your mission statement and say, is this still what spirit is asking? Right?
Yes. Hmm.
So
Love
anyway,
that. Thank
hopefully
you.
that will be helpful. Hopefully,
I
yes.
think it will. I think it will. All right. So we received a question here from someone. Sorry, whoever asked, I forgot to write your name here. But they say, I'm an extremely curious person. Do I ever annoy my spirit guides by asking so many questions?
You know, we love this question, and we hear it more frequently than you might think. You never annoy us.
Okay.
We don't have the same human responses as your friend or family would have, like, come on, give us a break from that. That is not our approach. We will answer the same question 50 different ways until you
Mm.
can receive it, right? Never stop asking. Never stop asking. But remember, in the asking, to hold space to receive a response, an answer, right? So that
Right.
you're just not shooting it out and not allowing yourself to receive the responses and the answers, right?
Yeah.
Curiosity is beautiful. It helps you grow. It helps you grow.
Mhm.
Opens
Yes.
new doors often. Yeah.
I'm sure everyone can relate to that question.
You
And
you do.
yeah, and the issue, it's like it will be answered. We just simply don't trust the answer. So we keep asking the same question. And I have this theory that listen to the first answer. It's always the right one, right? It's
Yeah.
always the right one.
That's a good thing, because
Yeah.
once your head gets engaged, then it muddies the water. So
Right, right.
yeah.
All
So,
right.
no, we never get irritated.
Mhm. Okay.
There's nothing that anybody could do or say to us that would make us be upset with them or irritated with them.
Mm.
Nothing. No
Hmm.
thing.
No thing. All right. All right. Thank you for that question. All right. This is, I think, from Karen. There are several anomalies on Skinwalker Ranch in Utah. Boy, yeah, I saw that documentary. Please tell me what is causing the strange test results and UAP activity. There are helicopters with no markings. They've been seen while tests are being carried out. Is there any chance our government will share what they know? Thank you.
Well,
Mhm.
the possibility of your government sharing what they know is slim,
Mhm.
right? Because they are already trying to control the narrative and the scenario. And so there are hot spots upon your planet where there is a lot of activity. And by activity, we mean not only uh, skinwalkers and galactic beings and dragons and all of that, but also the frequencies that are coming from Gaia as well. Portals, dimensions, where timelines collide. I mean, there's parts all over your planet where this type of energy is present. And so the scientists are trying to figure out what makes it do what it's doing, right?
Mhm.
And they're not willing to look past their science will take you so far, right? Science will take you so far. Then you must use your intuition, your intuitiveness to get the deeper answers.
Mhm.
And so there are many individuals there that are coming from that perspective, being
Yes.
guided, receiving information, making a connection that the scientists cannot. So if they could only, kind of like come together
Yeah.
to assist each other, they might come up with more answers. But if you were able to, like, say you could go up into the stratosphere and look down upon this area,
Hmm.
you would notice that you can actually see the frequencies like you would see, heat on a road during the summer, how it shimmers.
Yes, yes.
This is an area where if you were high enough and look down, you would actually see the area has a shimmer to it. Right?
Interesting.
And there's other areas upon the planet as well. Sometimes Mount Shasta has a lot going on. Sometimes Sedona has a lot going on,
Hmm.
and and sometimes it seems like it's moving from one place to another, and sometimes it does, right? So it is, we don't know if we answered the question in a way that is helpful, but we ask people to use their discernment,
Hmm.
right? Because you, Myra, would check into that and you would receive something totally different than a scientist would receive.
Hmm.
They might overlap, they might align, but yours would be the deeper understanding of what's happening because you allow it to be um, organic, and you allow your emotions to speak to what's happening as well. Scientists don't do that. It's all about the machines, and
Yes, yes.
it's all about the machines. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. And so there is a lot going on, and sometimes these places are the focal point of change, right?
Hmm.
If you think of skinwalkers and that, in some ways that is a very negative connotation,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? If you think of these beings, that have come and they are in a concentrated area, right? You can intuit that there is something happening, that there's work being done, that they are in collaboration with some humans,
Yes.
definitely in collaboration with Gaia,
Mm,
right?
okay.
Okay.
Mm,
So you have like almost two very diverse uh, threads of consciousness in that particular area.
interesting.
Yeah.
Now, when you say, yeah, our government will probably never, spill the beans, okay. What about like future Earth? Let's say 100 years from now, 200 years from now.
Mhm. Mhm.
Are we still going to have these secrets, or are we going to just completely evolve from that because disclosure is already, available to us?
Right. There will always be those that try to maintain control and
Mm,
power over the collective. There will always be that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The key is that the collective is awakening, and those that are trying to have power over them have less and less power all the time. So it is the collective, it is the light workers that are really going to begin to bring humanity out of the density, right? But it's going to be a trudge, right? It's going to be a trudge because there are those things that
Hi.
want to keep the lid on the pot for a myriad of different reasons.
Mhm.
Yeah. So 100 years from now, yes, the everybody on the planet is going to have consciously either seen or had connection with or believe that there are galactic beings that are interacting with the collective. 200 years from now, things will be very different. Very
Mhm.
different, right? So,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
so,
Okay.
but humanity is slow on the uptake.
Yes, there's a lot of ah, well, still so much denial,
Yeah,
fear, denial. Yeah,
yeah.
it's so frustrating. How could we be where we are and there's still so much fear and denial?
Yeah. Well, and it is part of how you have been entrained and taught, and belief systems that are prevalent upon
Sure.
the planet at this time,
Hmm.
and lots of organizations and organized religion would prefer that you know the the aliens don't exist, right?
Hmm.
That's a myth, that's a fable, because that uh,
Hmm.
that kind of collapses their systems, right?
Sure, sure. Yes.
Kind of collapses their systems. And so
Hmm.
you can still love Jesus and believe in aliens, and
Yes, of course.
you can still love you know still love Mother Mary and believe in dragons. They are not mutually exclusive, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
It is just that human box that many live in, upon your planet, the
Hmm.
collective human box.
Yes, love
Mhm.
that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
All right. Does the soul arrive to Earth with its own list of experiences that it wants to, um, you know, experience? Sorry, using that twice. Or are there also collective experience that it's a part of?
Mhm. Yes, yes, and yes. Um, there's there's your soul contracts with others,
Right?
and by others we mean your pets, your family, your loved
Mm-hmm.
ones, friends. There's those soul contracts. There's your soul contract with the collective consciousness. There's your own soul contract. And so there's different things to experience in all of those contracts or connections, right? So your soul might be here to experience unconditional love, right? And then within the collective, you are challenged constantly to love unconditionally, because people will be you know trying to disprove unconditional love, and so you have to work to
Mm-hmm.
maintain that wanting to exist in unconditional love in this lifetime. It's all it it's all like one beautiful big uh piece of machinery that works together, right? And yes, there are individual threads that the soul wants, and what the greater soul connections are as well.
Mm-hmm.
Again, no separation,
Yeah.
right? No separation. It all will be experienced. If a soul agreement or contract is not completed in this lifetime, it's like it will be completed in another lifetime, right?
Right.
If it's not completed here, it'll be completed on another dimension. It's okay, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And these collective experiences can also include tragedy, right?
Always.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but like an airplane crash. Everyone on that airplane
Mhm.
collectively
Yeah.
decided that previously.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a collective agreement.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the challenge, is that those souls didn't look at it as a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
The soul
Mm-hmm.
looks at it as the experience, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it is the people that love the individuals that have lost their lives, that label it a tragedy,
Yes.
right?
Hmm. Okay.
And we understand that. We understand. We're not asking you to change anything, but we're just asking you to be aware that when souls make this agreement, say like this plane crash, that for those souls, it's another Tuesday, right? It's yeah.
Hmm.
So, but those who are left behind, then they're processing trauma and loss and abandonment and all of that, right? That's what their souls, in agreement with those that crashed, the agreement was they crash so these people can then learn about grief and
Grief.
abandonment
Yes.
and all of those things.
Hmm.
It
Hmm.
all works together.
Wow. It makes me think about 9/11. I mean, so much planning had to, from a soul level, so much planning.
Mhm.
It's just seeing it from just a completely different
Right.
perspective. And
Mhm.
so much planning must have happened there because there were so many multiple,
Yeah.
things happening. Um,
Yes. Yes.
wow.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and even small tragedies take a lot of planning, right?
Hmm.
Thinking about, and we've mentioned this before, thinking about how many lifetimes you've lived to come here and have the experiences you're having here and now,
Hmm.
right? All of the all of the lineage that has come before you so that you can be here in your form having this life now.
Hmm. Hmm.
There's like, you know, hundreds and hundreds of marriages and births and you name it that have had to happen so that you can be here. You.
So many. Yes.
Yeah. Very, very
Yeah.
many. More
Yeah.
than hundreds, more than hundreds.
Yeah.
Just if you can just
Incredible.
look, look down your timeline, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. It's fascinating.
It is.
It's fascinating. And it's kind of the rabbit hole, right? When you start diving down into this and you begin to recognize how everything has worked together in the history of the world, if one thing was changed, you wouldn't be here today,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? In the history of the world, we're
Hmm.
talking, you know, first dinosaur,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Nothing is random.
That's right.
Nothing is random. So
Hmm. Thank you.
we don't know if that will help people to feel better about things or to feel worse about things, right?
Well, it makes you think, that's for certain.
Yes,
Thank you.
and that is the purpose, right?
Hmm.
Because, you're still all working within the realm of separation.
Hmm.
And yet when you can look at all of this from different eyes, you'll see that there's no separation whatsoever.
Hmm.
That everything has worked together for you, each and every one of you, to have the life that you're living now. So, pardon us, getting a
Hmm.
little dry. It is
Hmm.
warm today.
Hmm. All
So,
right. Thank you.
anyway, keep asking questions,
Yes.
right? Keep
Okay.
asking, keep curious.
Hmm. Thank you, Metatron.
Indeed.
What does Metatron's cube represent?
Hmm. Metatron's cube contains every sacred geometry that has been created.
Mm.
It looks like this beautiful, one dimensional thing, but it is multidimensional. If you could look at it in with different eyes, it would hold every single geometrical shape that source created.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we say that Metatron was the first thing created when Source decided to, have
Create. Yes.
create. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
And so it wasn't Metatron's not the creator, but the creator used the sacred geometry that they created, which was Metatron, to create everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Interesting. How can we use Metatron's cube in our daily lives?
okay. It is a potent talisman to wear.
Mm.
It is not only grounding, but it tends to open up the field, right? It attunes you to higher frequencies. You may find that your psychic awarenesses are more on point when you're wearing Metatron's cube. You can use it uh, to shift the frequency in your home. You can get the cube. You can use it with your crystals. You can charge your water. You can heal your body. Shall we go on? Right? There's almost nothing that you can't do with Metatron's cube. Experiment with it.
Mm-hmm.
Our we have our channel. Uh, she has a piece of slate that has the diagram of Metatron's cube etched into it. And then she has a piece of lucite that has the flower of life. And we had her layer the flower of life over the Metatron's cube.
Yeah.
That creates a whole nother dynamic in and of itself.
Did it
So
open a portal?
yeah, yeah. And we have she has a glass table, and that configuration holds Metatron's crystal. She has a Metatron's crystal, a Mother Maya crystal, and then a crystal representation of herself, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah. So you can experiment with it. We encourage people to if you're going to wear it, make sure that it's something that is uh, clean, right? You don't want to wear plastic, right?
Okay.
Don't want to wear it in plastic. Metals, right?
Yes.
There's many different artists and artisans that create jewelry.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
beautiful jewelry. So, yeah,
Thank you.
indeed.
All right. This question is from Jackie.
Mhm.
Hi, Myra. I'm an avid listener of your podcast. My heart was breaking when you reacted to learning you had a walk-in soul. Oh, God, I was a mess that day. I hope you feel better. I do. Thank you about that now, especially in light of how much positive you bring to people. For Metatron, why do humans repeat the same devastating behaviors of war, abusing children, etc., instead of learning through history? History keeps repeating itself. Why are we incapable of evolving and learning?
The truth is that you are evolving and learning,
Mhm.
even even in spite of all of those things that seem to be repetitive patterns. And if you will look out in your world right now and think about 20 years ago, how spirituality, channels, healers, aromatherapy were just starting to be spoken about,
Mhm.
right? Now they are very prevalent upon your planet. Most individuals have had some experience with aromatherapy, right? Your perfumes, your candles, you name it.
Mhm.
And most people have started to have, you know, the awakening of their psychic awarenesses. So it is, as a collective, you are growing. But what impetus does a collective have to grow and evolve if there's nothing happening to make them want to grow and evolve? So, unfortunately, these negative things that are repeating patterns are also the things that propel the collective to awaken and shift and evolve,
Right.
right? It is, we understand it is unpleasant, and that there are those that try so hard and others that do not.
Hmm.
Ultimately, everybody goes home. Those that are awakening now turn around and put their hand out to help the next one up,
Hmm.
who then turns around and helps the next one up. That's the way it works. So each of you out there, each of you light workers, each of you doing your work, each of you awakening, you are part of the solution, right? Eventually, humanity will not need these lower vibrational frequency things. They will hit what you call kind of that transition point where they're just going to be able to grow very quickly. You haven't reached that yet,
Hmm.
but it is still coming. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's still
Okay.
coming. So is
Thank
that
you.
is that helpful?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope it is for them. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. This question is from Dave. What are some practices we can do to start engaging with telepathy?
Hmm. Hmm. Well, it, make a game out of it. That's one of the
Hmm.
best ways to begin with it, because uh, making a game out of it keeps it light. When you're using telepathy, people have the tendency to kind of bear down to
Yes, yes.
either send what they're thinking about or to receive what another is thinking about. And you can do it in different ways. You can you can have an object and you can gaze at an object and imagine that you're sharing what you're seeing with your friend, on the other side of
Hmm.
town. That's easy way to begin to open that up. You will want to understand that telepathy doesn't act alone, right? Telepathy acts with your claircognizance, your clairsentience, right? You're going to be receiving that communication not in your brain. It's not brain to brain, where telepathy, they have it set up that it looks like it's brain to brain, but it is soul to soul. It is
Ah,
it is communication that if you were to shift out of your beta brainwave frequency, we've talked about that before. You can do your metronome exercise or breathing exercise to shift into your right brain. Your telepathy will be so much easier, right?
yeah.
Because you are not in the thinking mind. You're not trying to get it through the head, but it can move
Hmm.
through all of you, right? It can move through all of you. So telepathy, it has been something that has been practiced since the dawn of time, and there are some that are masters of telepathy.
Yes.
And what they know is that they have to be able to receive. So those of you who are trying to practice telepathy, if you're not someone who receives easily, you need to practice on your receiving so that when somebody sends something telepathically, you can actually receive it, right?
Hmm.
For those of you that are sending it, don't send it from that contracted place in the mind. Don't bear down, but shift into right brain, into alpha or theta brainwave frequency, which will be much more easily relayed and received.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Hope that that'll
Yeah.
help.
I
help.
think trying with a friend, I think is yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And
and
and like all of your psychic awarenesses, it's something that gets easier with practice. If you
mhm.
do it once every 6 months, your success rates are going to be low. But if you practice it a couple
Sure.
of times a week just for fun, right?
Hmm.
Then you kind of get into the groove of it. Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yes.
Here is a question. What divine feminine spiritual sites do you recommend visiting around the world?
All right. Strictly feminine,
That's what the question is. Yes.
we would say that all of the places with water.
Hmm.
So uh, you know, the oceans, the lakes, the streams, those become sacred because of the water.
Hmm.
But if you're thinking of places like Mount Shasta and Tulum and Sedona, those places are a combination
Right.
of mother and father.
Hmm.
So we are not, we do not have a clear picture of just,
Feminine.
places
Oh.
that are just mother, except that we know that she is very much part of all of the waters.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that would be that would be your best bet. You can
Okay.
create
The
you can
waters.
create you can create sacred space anywhere. You can call Divine Mother into that space anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. Is Gaia feminine or both?
She's both.
She is both.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we call her she, and
Yes.
her name is Gaia. But the truth of the matter is that she, at her core, right? She has a molten core. That fire aspect is very male within
Mm.
within Gaia. Okay,
Hmm.
so there's really nothing that is not both,
Yeah.
right? But it is easier in some places to feel the divine feminine than the divine masculine. And a lot of times, you know, the feminine is very nature based, right?
Mm-hmm.
Forest, water, trees.
Mm. Okay. Beautiful. Thank
Yes.
you.
Mm, okay, we understand. Okay. We just had another Mother Maya kind of popped in and said,
Oh,
one place upon the planet that is very much anchored in the feminine is Glastonbury,
okay.
right? There's places in what you call your United Kingdom, and Avalon, you know anchors there, so that is very feminine,
Wonderful.
very mother. Yeah,
Okay. Thank
yeah.
you, Mother Maya, for
Yes, yes, indeed.
she's very
which
present and
which
listening.
sounds corrected.
All right. Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Myra. There was an older podcast where you and Metatron both channel light language. I would love the two of you to talk more about this and to grace us with a channeled message of light.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. All right. Well,
Mm.
Light language is language of the soul. It
Mhm.
is what your soul uses to communicate with source, right? You can think of every language on the planet as light language, right? It is more than just communication. It is light, it is sound, it is signals and sigils, right?
Right.
There's a feeling or a perspective that the light language comes from someplace else, that you must connect with the dragons, or that you must, connect here or there. And the truth of the matter is that each and every one of you has your own pipeline,
Mm.
your own language. No two people's light language is the same, and it's beautiful, right?
Yes.
And it's also a great way to practice your telepathy, or your translating abilities, to have a
Hmm.
friend speak light language and then you translate how it feels, what message that you receive, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Did you want to bring some light language, Myra, or
I'm
would you
already
prefer?
hearing it.
Okay, go ahead.
It's
Yes.
I'm already hearing it, but
Mhm.
before I proceed, I want to take this opportunity for perhaps this is someone's first time, listening to the podcast and they haven't gone back because we have talked about it. I was activated through private mentorship with Wendy and Metatron. And I always like to tell the story how Metatron really challenged me, like
Mhm.
pushed me. I thought I was making it up, and he was like, "Make it up, just keep making it up." And it was made up until it wasn't.
Right,
Okay.
right.
And so I do encourage people to just have fun with it. I now actually offer a 30-minute light language activation. I was very called to do that, and I've been doing that now for about 3 or 4 months. It's on my website. And what happened right on the very first client that booked an activation, I immediately started writing. That was the first time that ever happened. So part of what you're receiving is not just the activation, but I'm also providing you with light codes on paper. And yeah, that surprised me and I love it. So
Yeah,
um,
beautiful.
yeah, so thank you, Metatron, because I know that you saw my future. You saw what I was capable of. And that's why you were a little tough on me. It's like, you can do it. So,
What our woman calls knee in the back.
yes. Okay.
Mind.
So, yeah, here we go. Because the moment we started talking about it, it's like a voice that's floating above me.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And so I do encourage people to just sort of close your eyes and just receive. Terese kiaki u retako I amiatrashe I loria loria. Sosoko e croaste I matrashe kiaste u laria. Reku kaniatrashe ko istarashe kua I la huna I matria. Sosoko e Luhanyara sheku atri aske okuma lehunamia kashteku istra sheku matre she shiaka kuma kuka kuaniata I lo uru ukuatia so sokoi ha hi hania aqua I ho kuashteki e roto stokua prashekua ti pashwatuku mai a o ia. I will stop there because then they will keep going.
Indeed. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
did that feel? How did that feel to you?
to Metatron.
Yes.
Well, we always enjoy being within that frequency, right?
Mhm.
And what people will begin to understand is when they begin to feel it within themselves, when they listen, they will translate it in a way that is able to be, how do we say it? It'll be received as as a whole thing, not as individual words or light language words, but it will be received as an entire energy or
Mhm.
as an entire frequency. Right?
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
beautiful. And not only are people hearing it, but they are receiving the light symbols and sigils as they are receiving the language and the words. So it
Mhm.
is a multi-level experience.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes.
And it's
I
beautiful.
love it.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, and it feels good to move through me when, it's moving through me and out, and I also receive the benefit. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
This indeed,
Mhm.
our woman, oftentimes she'll wake up with a tune in her head and doesn't know all the words to the song, so she just starts singing it in light language, right?
Yes.
You know, when she's going about her business. So
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Love that. Thank you. Thank you for the question
yes, indeed.
or the request. All right. So yeah, things are off here. People are, yeah, like you said, distracted. And what I noticed also a lot in clients is they're skimming. There's such a rush. They're not really reading what I'm sending them when I prepare them for their sessions. They're skimming it. They're missing things. What can we tell people about slowing down, people?
Yeah,
Please slow
exactly.
down
Mhm.
and ground yourself and be in the moment. But
Mhm.
I'd love to hear. That's what I want to say. But what do you want to say?
No, that is perfect because if you're someone that you keep dropping things, bumping into things, keep having arguments with people, you know, uh, there there is something that is not in alignment.
Not in alignment. Hmm.
And if you are skimming or not taking the time to really look at things, look to yourself to see, okay, what do I need? What's going on? It's just going to
Hmm.
continue to kind of exacerbate. So slowing down these days is important. Slow down. Have an intention that you will be able to receive it all. You don't have to rush. You don't have to hurry. You're when you're trying to do that, you're living in an illusion, right? Your presence is requested.
Yes.
Your presence is requested. All of you, instead of just a small distracted part of you showing up here and there, but your full essence. And that kind of tags back to the question about, how come we're still living in these old loops, right?
Mm.
Your presence, your sovereignty is what is being invited into the space these days. It is your personal power, not power over someone, but your sovereign power as who and what you are. And having the intention that you will be fully present
Yes.
for each thing is important.
Mm.
And it's easy to get scattered, right? Our
Hmm.
woman, our woman has a relative in hospice. There's this going on and that going on. And so it can be difficult. You almost have to fracture yourself to be with these different things that are happening. It's all requiring your full presence.
Mm.
Your full
Yeah.
presence. And however you can do that for yourself, it starts here. It starts by you giving yourself your full presence, and then it moves outward in your life,
Mhm.
right? It doesn't have to be difficult. People say, yes, but I'll miss something or I won't get something done, right? But think about what you're missing when you're scattered, or when your mind is in 12 other places and not with your child, or not with your loved one, or not with something important that you need to complete, right? You are like leaving breadcrumbs, little pieces of yourself in places. Bring it back home and allow yourself to be present in each thing. And so, yes, slowing down allows you to begin to do that, right? It allows you to be more gentle with yourself. It allows you to have non-violent communication with people instead of snapping, do this, do that, I need this, I need that. Why'd you do this? Why'd you hurt me? It allows you to be fully present with someone.
Mm. Yes.
And that is one of the most important things here on this planet, is your relationships.
Mhm.
So don't miss out on so much of life. Allow yourself to be present. Kind of, we're not going to ask you to promise because you're used to breaking your promises,
Mm.
right?
That's
Especially
too
to
bad.
yourself. To yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah, you break your promises to yourself all the time. We're not we're not getting down on you, but create a mandate.
Mhm.
Create a covenant with yourself that you will be present
Yes.
with each breath, with each,
Mhm.
and watch how life changes. You don't have to worry about what's out there so much, because when you're fully present, everything seems to line itself up and becomes much easier.
Mhm.
So stop chasing, stop fracturing your consciousness to be in multiple places. Be fully present in your own sacred temple and pay attention.
Yes. Thank you. That
Indeed.
is a beautiful goodbye for our segment today.
Indeed it is.
Yeah, be present. Next week, none of it's going to matter. Whatever it's just be present in what you're doing, 100%.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah. Because and we're not pointing at you, we're not pointing at anybody in particular, but
right.
you miss important things when
Yes.
you're not fully present. And
Hmm.
part of being fully present is to put these down occasionally.
Definitely. And for those of you that did not see the video of what Metatron just held up, it was a cell phone. So put down the cell phones, leave it in another room. I've been
Mhm,
putting mine in my side drawer by my bed, just
mhm,
putting it away, not just leaving it on a counter where you can see it and your feet, you
mhm,
feel compelled to check,
mhm,
check, check. We're always checking. What do we have? I don't know if you've heard of FOMO, but it's fear of missing out.
mhm,
And we have that fear of
mhm.
missing out with our cell phones. We want to be
Right.
connected to all of it, everything that's happening.
Yeah.
And lately, I've just been so checked out. Um, thinking it's not important. So I'm putting it away. Yeah.
Right. Yes, our woman as well. Um, it it sits on a side table, and only it's like when she sits down to you come together, she wants to make sure that if somebody says, "Hey, I'm running late," she gets the message. But that's, it's over there. It's sleeping,
Yeah,
it is
they're
not.
running late. It's okay. They'll be there when they be there.
Yeah,
Right.
right. So it's all
Yes.
good, but it is true that your what you call your electronics make it increasingly difficult to be present.
Yes.
So,
hmm
and make increasingly difficult for others to be present with you.
Very much so. Yes. Very much so.
So relationships suffer not only personally but collectively. Right?
hmm hmm
So, all right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Indeed,
Thank you, Metatron. All right. Till next time.
indeed. Until next time, beloved one. Yeah. Namaste.
Namaste. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
I
Yeah.
feel like I have a frog in my throat.
Metatron was taking sips of water too. So,
Mhm. One of those days.
yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Wendy,
Thank you.
for
It's
your.
always fun. I always love to do this, and I love
Mhm.
you.
I love you. I love you. And we love you all. Thank you
Yes.
all for listening. Thank you for your patience. I know we always try to do these once a month, but things happen. So thank you for being with us. And please continue to send your questions. Uh, try to keep it simple so we can just direct a particular question to Metatron. We appreciate it. All right.
Yes.
Until next time, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.